Good morning to all. Good morning to all, everyone, every single one in the entire world, universe, however. Good morning to everyone. And what a wonderful morning it is. The sun is shining, the air smells fresh, and it's going to be a good day. But I wanted to get on here and talk to y'all a little bit about God, because doing God's work is not just about getting into His Word and spreading His Word, right? It's not just about that. There's so much more that goes into doing God's work. You know, the work that God wants us to do, because we're supposed to work for God, in my opinion. It's just so much more than just spreading His Word and spreading, what He's about. It's literally living through those teachings and lessons and learnings from the book. You can go off of the book. I mean, to me, the Bible is just a big book of lessons and teachings to basically tell you, to kind of show you how to live the good life, how to do the right things, and to persevere through good, and that way, evil will never win. Evil can never overcome good. Good is just too good. It can't happen. But there are so many things that you can do in your life, that you don't even really have to know the Word of God to work for Him. There's so many things. There's people out there that you can see that need some help, that you can see that they're needing maybe some of your energy, or maybe just some of your time even, or just an opening listening ear, I mean, that right there to me is even that is doing God's work. But if there's ever something in your life to where you really feel like super compelled to do something for someone, and there's no real truth of knowing on where that feeling come from, and it was just a compelling feeling within inside of you, know that that's God telling you that that's something you need to go and do. And it may even be for to make up for some of the bad karma that you've created for yourself in the past, And to me, karma is God, really. I mean, you can't really put it as karma, because I don't see it as karma, really. But that's just the word we use for it. God is the karma. You go out there and you do good, and you keep doing good, because I feel like a lot of us have done some kind of bad in our lives at some point, and I really believe in order to kind of gain some of that good karma back, or at all, really, is we kind of got to make up a little bit for those negative karmas that we've had done in our past. I mean, and sometimes it's hard, if not impossible, to reconcile that negative karma in our past. So when we reach those bridges, you just got to come to God and ask for forgiveness, and pray for His forgiveness, so that He will forgive you. Because that starts that starts the receiving process. I mean, once you've been forgiven, once you ask for forgiveness deep within your heart, deep within your soul, you really got to mean it and be sorry for whatever it was that happened. Even if it was just something that wasn't even that big, but you still felt like it was something that you created that was kind of negative. You got to get that. You got to remove that. You got to cleanse it and free it from everything. And God will help you do that as long as you're true to yourself. Within inside of you, and ask Him deeply. And really mean it. You really got to mean it. That's the most important thing. You got to mean it. Got to mean it. But if you get to that point, if you can work all that and get to that level playing field, to where if you got all that taken care of, and you work yourself up to the present moment, and you just push forward with good karma, start doing good deeds and good acts throughout the world, just small little somethings, and make sure it's not something that you're trying to do something to get out of it, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's how it works. You got to do something in order to get something out of it, as in putting that good karma into the world, or going out and doing that good deed, and that will return to you, I promise, with astounding accuracy. It will return to you. It may not be in the exact same form of energy or same form of love that you gave, you know, but I promise you it will come back to you, and not only will it come back, but it will come back as more than what you gave out. That I can guarantee it. I guarantee it. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful example Jim Rohn gave me. So he's talking about how you reap what you sow, right? And that's a law. That is a universal law. You reap what you sow. But Mr. Jim Rohn, sorry, let me pronounce his name correctly. May God bless his soul. He's passed away quite some time ago. But Jim Rohn was talking about how, let's say you have a cup, right? A cup, small little cup, maybe like you can even go 24 ounces, 16 ounces a cup, you know, and it's got corn in it, you know, seeds that are corn, you know, and well, you go out there and you sow those seeds of corn into the ground, and you know, like I said, we just got a cup, but there's probably like close to, you know, 100, 200 seeds in that cup, and one seed can produce like, you know, probably 4 to 6 ears of corn, something like that, you know, and I mean, you know, you got a whole, you know, 100, 200 pieces of corn in this small little 16-ounce cup. You go out there and sow every one of those, you know, like I said, for every one piece of corn that you're putting into the ground, you can get anywhere from 4 to 6, something like that, ears of corn. And so, you know, you could say it's a bushel you're going to get back. You know, you're going to get back a crap ton more corn than what you went out there and sowed into the ground. It's a wonderful example. You know, you can have a cup full of corn seeds and come back with a whole truckload full of corn. You get that? You reap what you sow, but you actually reap more than what you sow. So, if you go out there, and I'm not saying, you know, it doesn't have to start out with pushing God. You know, push yourself to do better and to do good in the world. I mean, for me, it comes from God, though. It stems from God. You gotta have God on your side. You know, you gotta have Him on your back. To me, that's what God is. God is my wall, that whenever I feel tired or feel like I'm struggling or something, you know, that I'm just kind of beat down, God is my wall that I can lean back on. And if I need to, I can slide all the way down and sit on my butt, knowing that God is right behind me, keeping me up. And He'll be there until I'm ready to stand up, make my way back up, and stand back up, and He's still going to be right there behind me. Every time I look, He's right there. He's right there. He's not only just right there, He's right here, He's right here, He's right here. He is everywhere. And you got to realize that. You got to realize that we are a part of Him. We were created in God's image. Jesus was made in God's image. Now, it may not be the actual physical, you know, image that we see in the mirror. You know, it may not be that. But you know, to me, because I don't recognize with my vessel, I don't recognize with my flesh, I recognize with my soul and my spirit that it lives within me. The thing that really is Chris Allen. I recognize with that most. You know, don't get me wrong, I want to keep up my appearance and make sure that I look great, because, you know, a lot of the world is judgmental, if not all of it, you know. Even me, I'm judgmental as well. I try real hard not to be, but, you know, it's kind of a hard thing to do within the world that we live in. But that's important, you know, we must keep up our appearance, you know, but at the same time, we shouldn't recognize, you know, as the vessel that we have, or we shouldn't recognize as this flesh, you know. We should recognize as the spirit and the soul, because those are the two things, you know, if not one and the same, spirit, soul, heart. You know, that is what God is going to judge us on our judgment day when we come to pass. And that is also going to be, you know, that's what God looks at. God looks at our inside, not our outside. God really doesn't care too much about what our outside looks like. He really don't. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure He wants us to keep our appearance up. But, you know, it's not something that He's judging us on, I promise. It all has to do with our heart, our mind, our soul, and our spirit that lives within us. And we got to recognize as that. We got to walk around as that, you know. We can do God's work without having to, you know, have a Bible in our hand, going door to door, saying, hey, listen to what I have to say. You know, we can do so much more, even if it's literally just a wave at somebody, you know, to make their day, you know, or if you know someone that you haven't seen in a while, and maybe they, you know that you see they're struggling, or you see they're having some kind of issues, or they're just not as happy as they usually are. You know, go up there, you know, shake the hand, give them a hug or something. You know, just brighten up their day. Tell them it's going to be all right. You know, it just maybe even you could give them an example of you know, everybody's struggling. Everybody's got something going on. You know, and we all just need to understand that, you know, we just got to live it one day at a time. Keep our heads above water as much as we can. And I've told this, you know, I've heard a lot of people say that, actually, talking about keeping your head above water. Yeah, you know, that's a wonderful thing to strive for, and I've said that a whole bunch in my life. But to me, I want to be more than that. I want to get out of the water that I am just keeping my head above and get into a boat that I brought to the lake with my nice truck and trailer and fish on top of that water, you know, be completely up and out of it. You know, there's no need for us to just settle for keeping our head above water. We need to not just settle, but just strive to be, you know, strive to the max. Strive to be the most that you can be. You know, you've never seen a tree grow half. You know, it strives, you know, and it strives to grow as much as it possibly can, as many leaves as it possibly can, as many branches and as many roots as it possibly can. You've never seen a tree grow half. Human beings are the only life form that have the ability of choice and free will. Everything else, life form wise, only has to react off of instincts and the natural genetic code of some sort. However, of my learnings or teachings. However, you know, a goose, like this was his example. You know, you tell a goose, hey, why not this year you go west? You know, he can't, because, you know, his natural instincts is to fly south. You know, he doesn't have a choice. That's just how the world works. You know, God didn't give them the ability to have choice or free will. You know, it's just it's a natural thing that happens. But for us, for some reason, God so wonderfully blessed us with the gift of free will and choice. So we got to go out there and make the best choices we can with our free will, you know, and make God proud, make our Creator proud of us. That's what we're here for, you know. Like really truly go out there and try to maybe recreate or reshape or reform your character in some sort of a way. Dig deep within that soul and that spirit of yours that God gave you and do something with it. Really make a difference. It only takes one person, one single soul, one single heart, one single spirit to make a difference. One of my favorite things to compare this with is Martin Luther King. Look how much you know, of all of the different cultures in the world that now we get to be, you know, a bit of a family. How, you know, back in the day it wasn't like that. We were so segregated and pushed to be in our own little groups because of this pigment skin, this you know, the pigment of our color of our skin. And that blows my mind. I couldn't believe that we all have a spirit and a soul. If you cut every single person's hand of every ethnicity in this world, we're all going to start dripping, bleeding red. Red, same color. We're all the same people. We all got a heart. We all got a spirit, and we all got a soul. We are all the same. Please, can we take the race card out of these things? Please take the race card away from everything. The race is human. The race is souls and spirits. We're all the same. You know, we got different cultures and we come from different places in the world, and we got different things that we're doing in life. But you know, all of our goal is the same. All of our mission, you know, on where we're getting to is the same. You know, we're all gonna die. Every single one of us, you know, it's inevitable. We are gonna die. It's inevitable. Inevitable. So now, with that said, we only got a certain amount of time here on this planet, here on this earth, this wonderful, wonderful place that God let us be able to live and prosper and build our character. We only get one time around. So please, go out there and make the most of it. Do whatever you have to do to take care of the things that you have to take care of. Love the people that love you. Take care of the people that take care of you. Go out of your way to take care of those people, because, you know, I promise you, what goes around comes around, and what comes around goes around. You reap what you sow, and God is behind it all. God is our source. He is our creator, our maker of everything that there is. Alright. I think that's quite a bit. I sure love y'all with all of my heart, soul, and spirit. Every single piece of it. Now I hope y'all go out there and try to make somebody's day better. Please, use your heart. Be dedicated. Be perseverance. Be driven. Be motivated. Be what you need to be for somebody else. With all that I have inside of me, love everyone. Work with love. Work through love. Work to love. And come from love. And don't just come from love, but come from love. Work through love and have the end result be love. Love is what it's about. Love, God is love. I promise that. And it's not just love, the emotional love from a woman to a man. It's just a love for your love for just the rest of us humans. Just love people. Just love people. No matter what. I don't care if it's an executive that's at the top of a building, huge building in Oklahoma City, that's got a tie, that's got some really nice penny loafers, whatever, slacks, and he's got a briefcase. Love that person just as much as you love the guy standing on the corner holding a sign saying, "I'm hungry." Please. Be humble. If anything, be humble. Know that we're all the same. Treat each and every one of us the same. Give out respect. Don't get me wrong, respect is earned. But at the same time, you should give every single human being in this world the same respect until they give you a reason not to, and then after that, you act accordingly. But first, give every single individual in this world the same exact respect. Alright guys, I sure love y'all, and I'm gonna get out of here because I got things to do, I got work to do. I love y'all. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. Peace out. Just love, y'all. Love, 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 love. Love that. Love yourself. Love yourself first so you can go out there and love other people. My truck is here. Work is here to be done. Love y'all. Have a wonderful day. God bless.